How's it going, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Hey, how's it going, buddy? Can't pronounce your name, but nice to see you. Terry, how's it going? How are you today? Mahez, how are you? No, not necessarily. I'm just out here practicing. Really, I'm just waiting for bow fishing season. You know, that's more my thing. Hey, how's it going, Dawson? How many times can I hit the target? Well, I haven't missed yet, and it's a pretty good stack of arrows there. So quite a few times. I get quite a bit of practice in. So, kind of a pretty common hobby of mine. Try and get out and shoot, you know, 3, 4, 5 times a week if I can. It really just depends on the day, you know. Like, it's pretty cold today, and there's a bit of a wind, so, you know, that's going to affect things. Oh yeah, they definitely allow bow hunting here. I mean, there's plenty of bucks around, plenty of does, but you know, it's just not something I've ever really done, you know. Bernie, come here, get out of the way. Come on, cat. Stupid cat wanting to hang out next to the target. Yeah, you know, I've thought about it. I've thought about trying to go out and go deer hunting. It's just, I don't know, past couple of years I've been pretty busy. You know, I've got a little bit more free time now, so maybe, but I go deal with this cat. Yeah, yeah, she's always going over to the target. You know, getting in trouble. All right, Bernie, hop down. Come on. How's it going? Himanshu Robin. Well, she lives outside 24/7, 365, so I hope she likes it out here. Frabizio, I think. Yeah, Frabizio. How are you doing today? It's 20 degrees today. Oh, how's it going, India? We got a slight wind coming out of the north, so it's going to be colder. Yeah, here we are again. Oh yeah, definitely, man. I think just any kind of archery in and of itself, even not getting out and bone hunting, is very therapeutic. It's good to stay active, you know. I'm not going to say something I don't know what it means, brother. I'm not going to do that. If I spoke Hindi, I'd gladly say something for you, but I do not. I'd say my day is going pretty good, you know, all things considered. You know, the weather's kind of shitty, but, you know, it's still nice enough to get outdoors and do something. So, you know, any day above ground is a good day. Renee, how's it going? How are you today? Vijay, how are you? Oh, you just had school, huh? Well, that's good. Hope you had a good time there. Abdullah, how are you? Yeah, it's a good game. How long have I been into archery? I don't know, quite a while. You know, I've been bow fishing for quite a few years and shooting at rabbits and all that. So, I don't know, better portion of my life, I guess. Hey, how's it going, Hungary? You know, I always like lunch too. Great subject, you know. Cohen, how's it going? Ekbal, what's happening? Got a lot of different people in here today. You know, I think I've been into archery long enough where I'm kind of set in my ways. Where do I live? I live in eastern South Dakota. So, you know, trying to kind of change how I do it now, you know, it'd be tough. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, there's 203 on there. That's a pretty good amount. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I trying different techniques and stuff like that. Sometimes that's fun, but I think, you know, kind of. I am not saying anything in Hindi for you, man. Not a thing. How's it going, India? I'll say stuff in English, and if you'd like, I can say something for you in Esperanto. But you know, if I don't understand the language, I'm not going to try and say it. Nope, not gonna do it, pal. Where do I live? Oh yeah, I live in eastern South Dakota, right on the border of Iowa, border of Nebraska. You know, right down in that bottom corner there. A little bit of the Cyrillic alphabet there. Wish I could understand that. How are you today? Oh, this is just a 35 pounder. I always use low draw weights like this for practice. You know, because sometimes I'll come out here and shoot like 200 shots, you know, 200, 250, and, you know, drawing back a 60, 65 pound bow every time. You know, it gets a little tiring. You know, and I don't need to kill the bag, so. Myself a pretty nice chunk of ice where I'm standing. I'm going to see if I can bust that off with this maul. had this ice where I was standing I had to get rid of. Driving me nuts. Every time I drew back, I'd slip. Pissing me off. I'm at about 15 yards, so not super far. The road? That road, that's over 200 yards away. So, the actual bow, I use a 55-pound bow when I'm hunting, you know. But, to be honest with you, I really could, you know, for the bow fishing that I do, I could use this 35-pound bow and it wouldn't make a lick of difference, you know. I mean, when you're shooting a carp in the water, you're not taking shots at, you know, 50, 60 yards. You know, you would be amazed how quickly you get used to the cold. This is just a cheap bow here, one of them deer seekers. I've got a older bear that I use. I think if I really reared back and was sky busting like that, maybe, if I was lucky, I could hit the road. But maybe not even with this bow. You know, maybe if I had higher draw weight. How's it going, Ireland? On Tumix the Beat. How's it going? If I pronounced that correctly. I'm not sure that I did. Romania, how's it going? Oh, well, that's good. Where am I from? I am from eastern South Dakota. It's in the upper Midwest of the United States. Yeah, it's a great hobby, man. You should get out and use it more often. You know, I think for a lot of people, just finding a good place to shoot is the main issue, you know? You know, if you don't have a place that's convenient for you to go and practice at, you know, it makes the hobby a little bit tougher. You know, I'm lucky I can just, you know. What's the most amount of viewers I get? The other day I had like 1,000 people in here watching me shoot. I was pretty surprised, to be honest with you. That does not happen very often, though. You know, I've never seen Mockingjay. I'm not a huge movie buff, you know. I know it is a movie or a TV show or something. You know, I like shooting a recurve. I don't so much like shooting compound bows or anything like that. You know, but recurves are pretty nice. And, you know, I don't know. You know, it'd be fun to shoot an old longbow or something like that, but I mean, recurves are just as good. Oh, really? Yeah, I've always thought about making my own arrows, you know, but yeah, if that thing's not getting used, yeah, you should use it. Some of them older bows back from the 70s and that, you want to make sure they're still, you know, on the up and up. You know, you don't want the wood to get all dried out and then you draw it back and crack it or something like that. That would suck, but, you know, a lot of them older bows are cool. Huh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, those whistling tips are cool. Puerto Rico, what's happening in Puerto Rico? How are you today? Bet you've got better weather than us. Am I a good shot? Well, I'm halfway decent. I'm out here doing it enough, so, you know, I can at least hit the target. Yeah, you know, I don't know. Do we got much use for gladiuses nowadays, though, you know? No, I'm not deer hunting. How often do I hit the bullseye? I don't know. I don't know. I'm usually like, you know, a pie plate. For the most part, I can hit a pie plate grouping. So. Hey, Australia, what's happening? Salute on France. And Robin Hood, yes. I think every stream I do, I probably have at least, 15 people say Robin Hood. I do a lot of bow fishing, and sometimes I do rabbit hunting. The hunting I do is usually bird hunting, you know, pheasants, geese, ducks, so I use a shotgun for that. How's it going, Bobby? No, I haven't. I'm from South Dakota. No, I've never shot a car shooting from this location. I think if I had shot a car, I probably wouldn't shoot here anymore. You know, I'd shoot the other directions. Yeah, if you're hunting birds, the last thing you want to do is shoot with a 22, you know, because you're shooting at an aerial target. And, you know, the 22 is deadly at 2 miles, you know, they say, you know, so probably not a good idea. In fact, I do believe it's illegal. Hey, Argentina, what's happening? How are you? Huh, wonder what that means. How are you today, Calaras? I'm doing well. Yep, it's archery. Beautiful grandpa. Is that what I am now? I'm a beautiful grandpa? Excellent. Hey, how's it going, Canada? ¿De dónde eres? Well, this is South Dakota. Runsies. Shorzy. Hey, Netherlands, how are you? What part of the Netherlands are you at? What part of SD? This is southeastern South Dakota. Hey, Romania, Panama, how's it going? The northern part, are you anywhere near Friesland? Yeah. I got family that lives there, you know, distant family, but where am I? I'm in South Dakota. Oh, you live in Friesland. Huh. Yeah, I have some family members. I don't know them. I just know that they are my family members. But that's where my great grandfather came from. Huh. Yeah, good roots. No, I've never been to Canada. I've never actually been outside of the United States. You know, I'm kind of a homebody. Yeah, I guess. I'm part Dutch. I don't know. They always refer to us as German. You know, they say my last name is German, but, you know, I wouldn't really know. Hey, how's it going, Ireland? How old do you think I am? Huh. A compound bow? Hey, how's it going, Macedonia? Sure, 44. I'm actually 37. Oh, man. 60 or 55? Shit, no, I'm 37 years old. It's 20 degrees here, maybe a little lower. Hey, how's it going, everybody? I must have lived a tough life if people think I'm 55. 38. Yeah, you're very close there. Am I a tamp? I don't know what it is. Really? How close are you? God, I can't even tell. You know, the chat has moved, so I can't even tell what your guess was. Hey, how's it going, Malaysia? How's it going, Brazil? Am I for real? Yeah, I'm for real. Goodbye. See you. Yeah, no kidding, right? Oh, you had me at 43? Well, you're close. I'm 37. You know, it's close enough. Hey, how's it going, Poland? Simpatico, yeah. Lefty. Actually, I'm not left-handed, but you know, the camera inverts. I'm actually shooting right-handed. Sure, I'll hear a joke. Yeah, you sit outside in the sun a long time and it just ages the shit out of your skin, you know? There's really no way around it. Yeah, I heard a lot of people from Friesland immigrated out here. I don't know why they ever did, though. I don't know if it was economic shit or what caused them to come to the Midwest, but why are ants British? Yeah, why are ants British? I'm a hay farmer, and then I raise, you know, specialty birds and stuff. Economic? Yeah, I kind of figured it had to be some kind of economic thing that was sending them here. Well, and then just cheap land, you know. You could come out here and get 100 acres of land pretty darn cheap at that time. You want to talk to me face to face? I really don't know how that's possible, but here's my face if you want to talk. Oh, yeah, because they colonized. No, I'm not Amish at all. I have no Amish ancestry. I'm in southeastern South Dakota. I go ice fishing every once in a while. It's not really my favorite thing. but I do it from time to time. I can play a little guitar, and that's about it. Nothing, you know, I'm not amazing at it. No, this definitely ain't Canada. What am I doing right now? I'm practicing archery. Oh, you can't shoot arrows anymore? I'm definitely not perfect, pal. I can tell you that right now. You know, my grandfather kept cattle on this place, and I raised goats for a long time here. Every once in a while, I'll get a calf, you know, and raise a few calves, but I'm not like a major cattle producer, no. And with the price of calves right now, I don't hardly ever do that. I've thought about getting into sheep, you know, something like that. Sheep market's pretty hot right now. Oh, you tagged out, huh? Well, that's good. Yeah, it's colder than hell out here. Freezing. No, I typically don't do that. I think right now, what is it? Close to like 2:30, 3 o'clock here? Something like that. Yeah, hunting's fun, man. Hey, how's it going, Germany? Guten Tag. Hey, Wisconsin. Weather's probably about the same for you as it is for me today. I would assume it's pretty cold out there. Yeah, I don't plan on killing anything today, so, you know, rest assured that's not going to happen. Yeah, I have a couple of cats running around out here. Yeah, some people like the way I shoot. Do I know Islam? No. Some people kind of think I shoot in a goofy way. You know. Huh. I'm doing well. Yeah, they're big geese. I raise geese. Tell you what, give you a look at them. You're from Russia. Oh, nice to meet you. We'll head into the goose yard here, give you a little variety. So those are my geese. Some of them anyway. Vladimir Putin. Oh yeah, he's a real good guy. Nice to meet you. Well, boys, I think it's about lunchtime for me. I appreciate y'all watching. If you like what you saw, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you again another time.